Hey, Derek, how are you?
Oh, wow. Madison, I haven't heard from you in a long time.
I know, it's been forever.
I think it's been since our departments all had that team building exercise day in the park.
Oh my God, I know. That was the worst.
Tell me about it. If they made me do one more trust fall, I was going to quit.
I know, right?
So, how are things up on the 43rd floor? It's so crazy. We're 2 floors away from you guys, but we practically never see you.
Well, you never come to happy hour anymore.
I know. My husband Paul and I like to try and have dinner together every night, and I already get home much later than he does.
So domestic of you.
Yeah, I guess so. It feels like as soon as I turn 35, my happy hour is watching Netflix with Paul and me falling asleep on the couch. I guess I'm not much of a partier anymore.
But I heard your department had quite the party last Friday. For Shanta's birthday. Oh, I was so jealous. A taco bar with margaritas? Where was my invitation? Maybe I should request a transfer.
Oh man, that may have been the most insane work party I've ever been to. Riley from HR got up on the conference room desk and was telling jokes. She only had 2 drinks.
Oh no. Did she offend anyone?
No, nothing like that. It was all totally innocent fun, but funny nonetheless. And Shonda had an amazing time. She's had a really rough year with her divorce and everything, so it was great seeing her cut loose.
Aww. And can we talk about that cake? It was insane.
Oh, you heard about that.
I saw pictures. I heard that you actually made it. Is that true?
Yup, it's true.
But that's crazy, Derek. That cake looked like something from a Food Network baking challenge or something. It really looked like a piñata. I couldn't believe it when I saw the video of Shonda cutting it.
Oh, wow, thanks so much. Yeah, my big secret is out. I'm an amateur pastry chef. I have been baking since I was a kid. A few years ago, I started to get more into cake design and realistic cakes. I've done sneakers, hats. I even did a baby Yoda for my cousin John's wedding last year. That one took ages to make. I thought Paul was going to kill me. I took up our entire kitchen with cake molds and tubs of fondant. But it was a huge hit. My entire family won't stop talking about it.
Oh, I bet. Hey, have you ever tried doing a designer handbag? Specifically a Birkin bag, Hermes? Do you think that's something you could do?
A Birkin bag? No, I've never tried to do something like that. But I have seen YouTube videos of people making them. They're much harder than you would think. Getting the hardware and stitching to look right. And the details of the leather, it's certainly not an easy job.
But you could probably do it, right? Like, if you really put your mind to it?
Sure. Probably. I don't see why not. It might take some trial and error, but I guess I could.
Amazing. Because it's my 30th birthday coming up next week. And I am obsessed with Hermes. Do you think you can make me a Birkin cake? Oh, pretty please. I want it to look like this one. It's red with palladium hardware.
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, let me wish you a happy early birthday. And I'm so flattered that you like my work so much. But like I said before, I'm not a professional. Cake design is just a pastime that I enjoy on weekends. I do know of some really great shops in the city, though, that could definitely make you something like that. Should I send you the links?
Oh no, I have actually already called a couple of places asking about it. Can you believe they quoted me over $400 for a cake? I was like, are you serious? Where the hell are you getting your eggs and sugar from? I mean, it's just cake.
$400? Honestly, that's not a bad price. It depends on how big it will be, of course. But I wouldn't have been surprised if they'd quoted you more than that.
Well, lucky for me, I have a connection in the cake industry. So, do you think you can make it for me?
Aw, Madison, yeah, I'm sorry, but I just wouldn't have the time to make something like that for next week. For a cake like that, I would start planning at least a month in advance. Plus, the ingredients would get pretty pricey. Truthfully, cake design is something special I do for really close family and friends, as a gift.
But you made one for Shonda. You were willing to make one for one office friend, but not another?
Madison, whoa, Shonda and I are super tight. Paul calls her my work wife, but seriously, she's one of my best friends. She was one of the few friends we invited to our wedding. And this past year, during her divorce, she practically lived at our apartment. I originally thought it would just be a cake for a dinner with just friends, but when we all decided to plan the taco party, I figured I would show it off at work.
Exactly. So now you've made it a work thing. What's the big deal? You said yourself that you never go out anymore. What's a few hours of work for a friend? It's my 30th.
Madison, it's more than a few hours. I would probably give up an entire weekend to make a cake like that. Plus, the cost involved would be substantial. Eggs and sugar aren't exactly cheap nowadays.
So are you saying that you want me to pay for the ingredients for my own birthday cake? Ugh, fine. Tell me what I need to pay you. But if I am pitching in, I really expect this to be perfect. I need to get amazing photos like Shonda had of her cake.
Madison, I'm sorry if I am not being clear, but I am not making a cake for you. If I'd had a little more notice, I would have been happy to make you a sheet cake with a handbag drawn on it, or maybe even an edible decal printed out that you can lay down on the cake.
Derek, this is my 30th birthday, not my 9th. If I wanted a sheet cake, I'd go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Just trying to give you some options, Madison. I guess your best bet now is to go with one of the shops you've already called. Hopefully, they'll still have time to make what you need.
So, are you really going to diss me like this? On my birthday? Huh. I wonder what HR would have to say about that.
HR? What are you talking about?
Well, you are disrespecting me and showing favoritism to another employee. It's not right. It's nepotism.
Nepotism? Madison, do you even know what nepotism means?
It means that you should be doing the same thing for my birthday that you did for Shonda's, since you run a department.
That's not at all what it means.
Well, I guess we will see, won't we? Please don't contact me again. Consider yourself blocked. Derek, hey, do you have a minute?
Sure, Riley, what's up?
Well, you will be getting the official email shortly, but I wanted to give you a heads up. We've had a complaint against you.
Let me guess. From Madison?
Yes, and it was bizarre.
Because I refused to make her a handbag cake for her birthday?
Yes, but not just that. She's also claiming that you have a video that you've been showing around the office.
A video? Of what?
A video of me. She says it's of me when I was drinking and got up on the table of the conference room. But I don't remember anyone taking a video of that. Oh, please tell me she's lying.
Riley, I promise you, nobody was taking a video of you that day. And even if someone had, you did nothing wrong. It was a work party, you gave a fun speech. End of story.
Okay, great. That's how I remember it also, but it freaked me out a bit. Listen, this is a weird scenario, and it's basically your word against hers. She's claiming that you made some kind of comment to her about her not being a strong enough worker to be worth your time. And she believes that you're discriminating against her. And it goes on from there.
Riley, that's not how it went down at all. Not even close. When she started texting me asking for this cake, I very politely explained to her why I couldn't do it. She seemed to think if I had done it for Shonda, I was now obligated to do it for everyone. It made no sense at all.
Wait, this was a text conversation you had with her? It wasn't in person?
Yup, it was all over text.
Do you still have the text saved? Can you bring it with you when you're called in later today?
Absolutely.
Great. See you then.
I went into HR that day and met with both Riley and her boss. They were both just as stumped as I was about what was going through Madison's head. The sense of entitlement to the cake, the claim of discrimination, and she seemed to really believe that they were going to do something about it. But the real nail in Madison's coffin was the accusation of me showing a video around the office. She couldn't prove it. Of course not, because it never existed. And when they really pressed her about it, she caved. She flat out admitted she'd made that part up. That she just imagined I was the type of person who would do something like that. And for that reason, she was terminated. They didn't even let her go back to her desk. They had security collect her belongings. I really wish I could have seen her face when they told her. What Madison doesn't know is that she was actually being eyed for a big promotion. One that would have landed her in my department. If that had actually happened before all this nonsense went down, I probably would have been thrilled. I might have even made her a cake.
Thanks for watching. Have a true text story of your own? Email it to our team. And please remember to smash that like button, ring that bell icon, and subscribe to our channel for more true text stories.